audio wasn't working. Testing 1. Okay, in theory this should be working now. I've restarted the stream. That was lame. Wish I could just delete that somehow. Let's see here. I need to change some stuff. Okay. Alright, so anyway, this is the first time I've ever done this live stream, so I'm sorry. I think it's working now. I hope it's working now. So, anyway, what I did was, I brought in a bitmap. I pulled this from the Skyrim wiki. This is the Blade of Woe. As you can see, it is a 2-dimensional image. It is flat. It is not in 3 dimensions. But that's okay because we're going to make it into 3 dimensions. So, what I did was I went in here and calibrated, and I guesstimated that this would be roughly 350 millimeters long. So, the first thing I need to do is take this and do a sketch. Just a 2-dimensional stick drawing of it. So, I'm going to go ahead and select this thing as a 3-point arc, just to go ahead and get started. Just a rough outline. Oh, when it does that to me. So we're going to find the tip here. And a tip here. And let's see what that looks like. Do we get the right shape? No, we don't. Not quite, anyway. See, it kind of tapers right here. So I'm going to go back and do this again. And that's much better. I want to make another one over here. See how it kind of arcs and then goes up at an angle right about there? I'm going to go ahead and select a line, bring that up, bring that up over here, click OK. So I'm getting part of the blade done anyway. I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. So, anyway, let me keep going. Here, there. Keep on going, just kind of see how I'm just tracing the edges here. So this is just a 2-dimensional render from the video game that was uploaded to the wiki. So there you go. This has a kind of tapered edge here. It's not just, it's like an arc. It's not straight lines. Okay, especially right here. It's really kind of like a bowed edge. Not quite that bad. Just kind of keep bringing it in, kind of working my way across. Go back to bringing it by lines. Again, this is just kind of messing around. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not trying to do this as a 100% accurate replica. I'm just having fun. And you can too. Oh, and yeah, the software that I'm using is called Fusion. This is Fusion 360 by Autodesk. You can get a free trial of this, I think. If you want the full version, you license it. You lease it from Autodesk. It's a couple. It's like $300, $400, $500 a year, which does kind of seem like a lot. But really, it's not all that bad considering what it is and what it does. It's actually pretty decent, cost-wise, anyway. Yeah, well, I don't like the way that's going there. Alright, so I'm going to back that down. See how it kind of tapers through here? And I hope you can see my mouse pointer. I really hope so. I'm not sure if this is working. Again, this is the first time I've ever done this. Alright, see how it kind of tapers there a little bit, and then it goes out again this way. Let's just see what happens. Not quite perfect, but good enough. Okay, now you can see how this blade goes around here. It's got an edge. So it's kind of like this, but it's not perfectly symmetrical all the way down. This leading edge here on the right hand side is longer. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a new arc. I'm going to go all the way over here like so. See how that works? Can you see that line? I'm hoping you can see that little line there. Now it's more pronounced. See that? That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to keep bringing this back here. All the way to about right there. I'm going to bring it down again. No, I don't like the way that's looking. Let me just go a little bit shorter from here to say right there. Yeah, I kind of like the way that looks. Okay, now it's kind of hard to tell, so I'll zoom in here. This is really a very pixelated image, but you can see you've got light and dark, and it's intentionally weathered and rusted looking. But see, I'm going to follow these white traces because I believe those white areas are raised. And the dark areas are not. So I'm going to treat them as such in the model. Okay. See how it's going down, down, down? Some kind of like a rune or a symbol of some kind. I don't know what. Just kind of follow these little outlines here. And you'll see later why that is important. So anywho, I'm just making these lines so that they'll work later. Bring in a nice little arc here. Bring it all the way down. Again, I'm going to do that over here. I'm just creating these little lines, that's all. See how these little swoopy lines are in here? That's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just going to sort of recreate those in here just ever so slightly. So here, I hope you can see that mouse pointer, but you've got like an oval shape and a circular shape. So I'm going to create a little circle right there in the middle. Oops. Whoa, now. Right about over here. Okay. And another. And another. And another. Like so. And, oh, I need an arc. Okay. I'm just kind of going to go a little bit faster here now because, if I'm honest, I'm kind of tired and it's kind of late. And again, as I said, I'm just doing this for fun. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to try to show you kind of sort of how this works, how I do this kind of stuff for reals without doing it for reals. Because if I'm going to make a super accurate model, that's something that's going to take a long time. Hours and hours, actually. And I don't want to spend hours on this model. I just want to do something fast for you guys, so you can see how it works. Oops. I did that wrong. You know what? I'm going to make the line go from here to there. I'm going to make another line to here. Alright. I'm going to do an arc over here. I'm not going to worry about all these widgets here for right now, okay? Not going to do it. Alright. Got my basic shape here. I'll go ahead and turn off the canvas, and you can see now that I've got a lot of pink lines. Alright. So what I'm going to do here is, oh, you know what I did or didn't do? I didn't separate these two things here. Okay. So I wanted to be able to extrude separately the right and left side here. And so what I need to do is, I need to close it off. Yes, indeed. Yeah, okay, now see, I can create these two separate sides here, which is what I'm wanting to do. So, turn off my sketch. Alright, so here, I got one side selected. I'm going to extrude. That means I'm going to take this two-dimensional flat plane, as you can see, and make it three-dimensional. Now, 10 millimeters would be a really thick blade. Basically, 10 millimeters is a sugar cube. If you've ever handled a sugar cube, that's a regular size That would be a cubed centimeter or 10 millimeters. That's too thick for a blade. I'm thinking more like 3 millimeters. So let's just change that to 3. 3 millimeters works, but it doesn't give us a lot of room for to make it pointy. So for theatrics, let's make it 5. All right, 5 millimeters. Now I extruded it, and there's one side. And as you can see, the other one, the drawing or the sketch has disappeared. But that's okay, because we can bring it back. Right? So now I'm going to go ahead and extrude this other side. And one thing you want to do is, over here you can see operations is new body. I definitely want it to be a new body. I changed it to 5 millimeters. Now because these two bodies are next to each other, by default it chooses the operation join, which basically takes the body I created on the right hand side and would join together on the left, fusing it together and making it one body or one piece. I don't want to do that. I want them to be separate. So again, I'll select new body. Okay. So now these are two separate pieces. I can make it disappear if I want to. See? Neat, huh? So now we've got a nice flat blade, a very blunt object, right? We took two-dimensional object and created a three-dimensional one. So what I want to do here is called a chamfer. Okay. So I'm going to start selecting these edges here. I want to make this thing sharp because, hey, what good is a blade if it's not sharp, right? Let's make it sharp all the way out to here because, hey, this is not based in reality now, is it? All right, it's giving me an error. I hate when it does that. Okay, that's 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters. 3 millimeters is not going to work because it's 5 millimeters. So if I wanted to be down to a sharp point, it would be 2.5. And it did let me do that. So basically the points come together now. Now you can see it's not quite what I want it to be. It's not that pronounced of a shape, but it's something just to work with. We can get into it later. But that gives us something to work with here. So now we have a blade that's much sharper. Let's do that on the other side too, shall we? So we're going to do a chamfer. And we're going to select these edges. And we're going to tell it 2.5, just like the other side. Boom, 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 boom. I think it's looking good so far. There's still a lot of work to be done, but let's just do something here, okay? Now, just for fun, we can make this into different types of materials in here when we render it. So the blade is kind of a dark, rusty color. I don't have a way of doing that in here. For that, you'd need something like ZBrush. But I can say, well, I want this blade to be, say, cast iron, right? Ugh, that looks terrible. Looks like a mushy brain. How about polished iron? I don't know. I guess. I like that better than the other one. Polished iron, alright. I don't want it to look like a disgusting brain kind of material. Alright, anyway. There's that. This will look better once we render it. But first, let's do something different, shall we? Okay. I'm going to render this part up. I'm going to take it up. And it's at 5 millimeters, right? Let's make it 6 so it extends out. But here's the thing. Since this is two-sided, I don't want it just to be, you see it on one side, you flip it over, it's invisible. I want it to be on the other side too. So what you do is orientation, a new body, and direction 2 sides, and bring it up by 1. So there you go. Pretty cool, huh? Now let's keep going. Okay. Extrude. I'm going to bring this out to 5 mil. And yeah. Okay. Ooh, it's starting to look better already. Alright. And we'll make these ones here come up to, say, 6 mil. Or 6 millimeters, I should say. Alright? So we'll bring it up by 6. And we'll do it double-sided, 2-sided, by 6. Yes, I am liking this already. Okay. We'll bring that one up by 6, that one up by 6, and that one up by 6, and the other ones will be 5. Right? 5 millimeters. Uh-oh. Something just happened. Oh, I see what I did. I brought that up by 5 millimeters, didn't I? No, I did. Okay. These ones need to go up, I guess. Yeah. Alright, this one needs to go by 1 more millimeter. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm too tired. Ah, for crying out loud. I think I should have done this in a different order. But whatever, I don't care. Ah, I know what I'm doing. 4. And I'm going to do it 2-sided. And I'm going to do -1. There, now I fixed my stupid problem because I'm an idiot. Okay, now you can see kind of what that looks like, right? Right. Alright, since this is a different material here, I want it to stand out a little bit, so let's make it a nice polished silver. How about that? That should get people's attention when we render it. This is going to look different than the rest of the blade. It's going to look like, hey, where did that come from? Alright. Oh, I forgot this little piece right here. Alright, it needs to be 5 millimeters. Now this was the part, oh, hold on. Yes, okay, this is the part that was leather. So I'm going to bring it up even farther. Let's get 10 millimeters. And so we're going to bring it on the second side or the back side. Let's make it another 5. Okay. Oh, you know what? I just did something really stupid. I didn't extrude it as a new body. I joined it to the rest. I'm like a moron. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Okay, see, new body. Definitely needs to be new body. I want to make this a little bit bigger. So how about like 7? Alright. That's a big blocky thing. Alright, now let's do a chamfer. I mean a fillet. The fillet is different from a chamfer as it is a rounded edge. And this is really just quick and dirty here. I mean, this is not what you'd want to be doing if you were really trying to do a good job. This is just kind of quick and dirty, playing around. I like it better at 9 millimeters. Not 19. Ah. Alright. I kind of like that, how that looks a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here. Oh, back over here. Appearance. Now, let's get out of metals. Oh, great. Leather and cloth. Leather. Black leather. Matte leather. Blue leather. Yellow leather. Perforated tan leather. Weathered leather. Hey. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but I don't want perforated leather. Let's just go for that for now. Alright, so here we go. We got our blade. We got our little squiggly guys over here. Okay. Now we need the back piece. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with this back piece here. I guess I should make it big. New body, please. Two-sided. I'm not exactly sure if this is going to work. But I'm going to try. Alright, so here's my new body for the end here. Let's see. I think this is going to give me an error, but just out of curiosity, I wonder if I can chamfer this part. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That came out not too shabby. I think I like that. Okay. I think I kind of like how that came out. I wasn't sure. I thought that was going to give me an error. But it didn't. And I think that looks good. It's not perfect. You can see right here. But again, this is a quick and dirty thing. I'm not trying to be super accurate. This part right here is definitely, yeah, that's not going to work. No. Okay. This part right here, the way the geometry is not going to let me bring that down like this. I would have to go back in here and change the design, and I'm not doing that because again, just screwing around here, just having fun. Okay, Let me see, should I do some chamfer on here? Can I get crazy pointy objects? Oops. Oh no. Okay, I'm selecting the edges. Let's see what this does. I think this is going to give me... Okay, yeah. No. It says no. Not happening. You ain't going to do that. What? Yeah, it was generating errors with the math. It's going to do that again too. Watch. It's going to be... No. Oh, God. Yeah. The reason that happens is very complicated. And I don't want to get into it. Because I don't fully understand all of that myself. But for us, for what we're doing tonight, for fun, it's good enough. Oh, come on. This might work. Here, let's see. No. It's like, no, dude. No. I'm not gonna let you do it. No. Try that. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. I'm kind of thinking out loud here, but that's not going to work. Oh, no, that looks disgusting. You know, I'm leaving that. I'm leaving it alone. This is going to look like that for right now. So, again, let's make this in piece polished silver. Alright. So, here we go. Here's our quick and dirty blade of woe. Again, you can see lacking a lot of detail. Stuff that needs to be added would be like these little slashes up here, more details in this thing, more details up here, fixing the geometry, fixing the leather straps, all that kind of stuff. But again, this is just a quick and dirty model. This is just for fun and just kind of show you how I go about doing this sort of stuff. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to take this. We're going to render it. Alright. Oh, this is just a really rough render, okay? In canvas render. Basically, there's different ways you can render in the software. One is you can do what's called a cloud render, and it uploads your model to the cloud and renders it in really high detail and does it fairly quickly. However, you can only do that, I think, 100 times in a year. And that seems like a lot, but it's not. So, just for this fun kind of stuff, I don't do that. So here it is. Now the way the light's on here, it really makes those little details hard to see. So let's just change the orientation of the blade a little bit. And now we have to wait. I think it's not showing the ellipsed time on the streaming. It's gone for 19 seconds so far. It's at iteration number 9. And at every iteration it goes through, it gets a little bit higher detail. Still a lot of stuff that would need to be done to this blade to make it look right. But again, this is just for fun, guys. This is just, you know, quick thing to do on a Saturday night. And just thought you might find it interesting. If not, whatever. So there you go. That's iteration number 15. It took 32 seconds for my computer to render to this level of detail. You could have it continue to render it, get higher and higher res and more detail, but for a model of this caliber, which is not great, not really necessary. But we can go in, we can change the orientation a little bit. We could like zoom in, for example, if you wanted to, and then let it go to town and rendering. But you can see how I drew out the little lines in pink and having them extruded at different heights. There's different things I could do to this too. I could add chamfers or fillets to these edges, these leading edges here. I'm going to give them even more detail. See? Whoop, 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 whoop. I changed something, so now it's going to start all over again. But it'd be worth it just so you can kind of see what it's doing. And the fan is actually kicking in on my iMac now. So I'm really giving that CPU a workout tonight. See, I've zoomed in a lot closer, so it's going to take longer. I'm not sure it's worth it. Well, anyway, there it is. A quick and dirty blade of woe. I urge you to give this a try yourself. Why not download a trial copy of Fusion and see for yourself. Give this sort of thing a try. If you don't want to use Fusion, use something else. Use SketchUp. I don't really like SketchUp personally, but there are other tools that you could probably find. Some are cheaper, some are far more expensive than this. Thousands and thousands of dollars. Even ones that are leased that can cost many thousands of dollars a year. And interesting enough, you can take these type of things and you could 3D print it if you wanted to. You could take this and then export an STL file, so you could take all the pieces that I made, all these different bodies here, and combine them. And then you could export an STL file. And you can take that STL file of the things you design in Fusion and then use Pepakura. It's a Windows-based program, but you can take that and import an STL file and actually have it make papercraft stuff. So you could either design it, you could build it out of paper, or you could build it out of like EVA foam or hobby foam from a hobby shop, or you can get it at Walmart even. And you could build, weapons, armor, shields, all kinds of stuff. So whether you're 3D printing or using this to make something out of wood or out of paper, there's a lot of different things you could do. You can even take it and it'll do CAM. So if you have like a CNC router, you can route these type of things out. So there's just different things that you can do. And so I'm going to close this down. I don't really want to save this. So that was the first of a live stream that I've ever tried on the Daddy Daughter Gamer channel. I hope it worked. I hope you can actually hear me. If you have any questions, let me know. If there's something you want me to make, let me know. Some kind of weapon or prop or whatever, comment down below and let me know, and I'll give it a shot and document it so you can see how I did it. So yeah, anyway, give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, share. Have a good night.